GM. Today I'm going to talk about something really important that gets overlooked, and it's about your subconscious mind and the market. So, there's a saying by a very famous trader called Ed Seykota, who says everybody gets what they want from the market. This guy is a legend. Made millions of dollars through a combination of technical trading, but with a very heavy emphasis and focus on psychology and understanding his own psychology and the psychology of the market. Now, this usually triggers traders, and it triggered me when I first heard it. Everybody gets what they want from the market. Think about it. Everybody gets what they want from the market. I bet you think that's not true. Because you'd say, well, everybody wants to make money, right? So why don't they get it? This is where people miss the state. Why are you trading? I want you to think about that. Maybe even pause this for 2 seconds and say, why are you trading? What's the end goal? Do you want to make $1 million? Do you want to buy a car? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to travel the world? Why are you trading? We subconsciously manifest our inner desires and our fears in our trades. If you harbor a subconscious desire to stop trading, you will unconsciously make decisions that lead to losses. Let me explain. You hear me talk a lot about the importance of being process driven. That you trade for the love of trading. You trade for the sake of trading. You don't trade for money. And that's not just because, you shouldn't focus on the money, it'll distract you, blah, blah. No, it's very real. There was a story I read once about a guy he would trade on and off. He had some success. He would take a 10k account and get up to 100k. Then he'd lose it all. Right? Then he wouldn't trade for a while. He'd come back. He'd slowly build back up. He'd take another 10k account up to 60, 70k, and he'd lose it again. And he couldn't understand why he would keep winning, losing, winning, losing. Then he got really busy. He was renovating his house. He was super busy. He didn't have any time to trade. And he came back into the market and he traded a little bit. But as he was renovating his house, he started to make money. So I think he had 4 or 5k. He got up to 20k. This is years ago. 20, 30 years ago. A lot more money than it is now. And he hit this really good run and he went up to 20k and he was trading well, and he said, I've finally figured it out. I'm calm, I'm in control, I'm patient, I know my mistakes from before. But he was very, very busy still with his house. And so he had 20k, but he was quite time poor. And he's like, alright, I'm just going to trade. I'll keep trading. If I can get to 30k, I'll stop and I'll take the money, I'll renovate my house. And then, over a very short space of time, he lost all of his initial capital and he was back to break even, back to 5k. He couldn't understand it. He didn't necessarily do anything wrong. He had learned his mistakes from before. And then, this guy had the fortune of knowing Ed Seykota, and he was speaking to him. And Ed said, as soon as he heard the story, he said, it's because you want to quit. Your goal was to stop trading. Your goal was to stop trading. And even though you expressed a financial goal, right, you want 30k, 40k, but your underlying desire was to leave trading. So your subconscious mind, all it thought was, oh, he wants to stop trading. Cool. Therefore, his actions were inadvertently guiding him towards fulfilling that wish by losing, which then would compel him to quit. And then the subconscious mind thinks, I've done a great job. We've got him to quit trading. That's what he wanted, right? Your subconscious mind doesn't know that you want 40k. It doesn't know numbers. It knows your intention. If you're trading for the purpose of stopping trading, it's not going to be because you get $1 million. It's going to be because you lose everything. And that's what the quote, everybody gets what they want from the market, means. The person who goes in to try and make $1 million, to go and travel the world and live life and buy a Lambo, they never get it. They never get it. Never, ever. Not in trading, right? Get lucky on an NFT or a shitcoin, sure, but that was one time in history in 2021. As an actual trader, you can't be trading with the intention of quitting. And I know you don't think you are, but you are. If you say, sorry about that. If you say, I want to make X amount of money to do this thing, you're approaching it wrong. What you're telling your brain, you're telling your subconscious mind that you want to quit. And it's going to take the path of least resistance to give you exactly what you want, which is quitting. And do you see how this stems from having an outcome focus? Your outcome is the goal. It's $1 million. Your outcome is the Lambo. Your outcome is a new house. Your outcome is paying off your debts. Your outcome is this, your outcome is that. Trading is not a way to generate your cash for some outcome. It's just not. It's just not. But if you commit to trading, I want to trade. I want to be in the market the rest of my life. Because believe me, coming from someone who's done it, when you get success, you will never want to stop. You might trade less. You might move to a style that is more 1 or 2 trades a month, but you will never, ever, ever stop. And you should never, ever intend to withdraw the money. Of course, yes, you can take money out and use it whatever you want in future. I'm not saying you make all this money to do nothing with it. But your goal should be simply to trade, to grow as a person, to develop a skill for life, to become better, to compound, to do it for the sake of doing it, entirely for the process. Because everybody gets what they want from the market. So if you want to be the greatest trader you can be, and if you have a burning desire to be the best that you can absolutely be, and to understand your mindset better than you've ever understood it, and learn how to be systematic, and learn how to follow a plan, and learn how to be disciplined, and learn how to trade every single day, every week, every month, whatever time frame you trade, if that is your goal, that is what the market will give you. If your goal is a random monetary figure, the market's gonna, your brain is gonna hear he wants to quit the market. Okay, let's get him to quit the market by taking all his money off him. That's the reality. Think about that.